Is beauty enough to derive meaning for life? I had an image appear to me as I was lying in bed, not asleep, not dreaming, just mind wandering off on its own. What I saw, I was in my routine, regular, familiar place on my favorite nearby hill, and all of a sudden, the surrounding world started changing. It is turning better. More natural beauty, more pristine visuals appear to me, akin to one of these landscape paintings full of natural wilderness. I see myself in Bierstadt's painting of Lake Tahoe. I witness ripples on the surface of lake water. Cool wind blows. Complete silence with only occasional bird calls. Slow quivering movements of grass leaves and leaves on trees. Floating white clouds above, occasionally covering the sun, thus creating play of shadows and light. In short, complete tranquility of mind, harmonious with the outside world. One can feel having a silent communion with nature, listening to it slowly and quietly, revealing her secrets to us. I can imagine myself sitting on one of those rocks, watching clouds pass by over these mountain ridges, looking at that calm, quiet water, birds flying, probably cool wind blowing. Yes, I can imagine myself there, thinking, pondering the deeper questions of life, turning to philosophy or metaphysics for that matter. While watching these paintings, I lose myself into meandering philosophical thoughts. Beauty of nature portrayed in these paintings arguably might not be true to reality, yet I understand what artists might have seen and what they wanted to convey. Looking at those snowy peaks and pondering metaphysical questions about human existence, I could easily imagine myself turning into another Friedrich Nietzsche, will to power. Just kidding. But in all seriousness, these terrains do inspire something inside me, even though these are just paintings, and perhaps that is the objective of all artists, to make visuals of such terrains available to all who can't witness them themselves. Perhaps that is the objective of all art, to make posterity aware of what had been in the past. These images might not seem true to reality, perhaps just images out of artists' imagination, or even the exaggerated versions of reality. But that is the purpose of art, to exaggerate the reality, to make you feel what you otherwise would not have felt in normal reality. Purpose of art is to evoke the unknown inside you. And then I check around. Everybody's gone. All the animals, all the people, all the objects that I am familiar with, all that I like and love, all are gone. Outside world is pleasurable to my senses, but my mind now is at unrest because I feel lonely. I don't know what to do with this world. My purpose for life, my sense of meaning for life, I had derived it from all my emotional attachments to other people, other animals, other objects and places, all of which are now gone. I still live. I have awareness, I have consciousness, I have intelligence, and above all, my mind perceives the intense loneliness, intense meaninglessness of my existence. So even though I am in my paradise, a loner's paradise, where I feel my senses are all pleased by the outside natural wilderness, whereas my mind is in utter unrest, I feel lonely here, terribly lonely. Yes, I am intelligent. I can find meaning again in this world of natural beauty, this pristine world, a world without pollution, without industrial noises. But as a human being, is that enough for me? I possess the mind of a modern human being. Over the years, I have understood what my mind derives meaning from, and all that is taken away from me, and what is given to me is this pristine world. How will I survive? And even if I manage somehow to survive, will I derive meaning for my existence in this world of natural wilderness? Because being a thoughtful human being, meaning is more important to me than mere survival. I might figure out survival, but how about meaning? Where can I derive meaning from in this pristine, beautiful, natural wilderness that is utterly lonely? I am a loner, not a hermit, at least not yet. When I transition into being a hermit, maybe then I will derive meaning only from natural beauty and probably won't need civilized society or emotional connections with fellow humans or animals. But for now, I need fellow humans around me to talk to them, to communicate my understanding to them. If not any fellow human, at least a dog or two would do just fine. And then after a while, suddenly, rumbling in the belly, and I realize I'm terribly hungry. Enough with this beauty and tranquility of mind. I need to feed my body. I need to sustain my bodily self first in order for me to enjoy this tranquility of mind. Crude bodily reality always takes over the sublimity of mind. While watching these paintings, I did feel like I'm having a silent communion with the natural world. I'm sure I'm not alone. After all, I am just one representative of the species that has lived in such a natural wilderness for eons. And many before me had such thoughts and perhaps had deeper, much meaningful communion with nature and didn't even feel the need to get back to civilized life. They were perhaps better loners than me. Thank you for your attention.